revisit a harrowing tale. One teenage daughter on the darkest of journeys, disappearing into the internet sex trade. Our Nightline investigation into the controversial classified site Backpage.com, accused of making sex trafficking possible in one family's fight for justice. Here again is our special edition, Daughters for Sale, with ABC's Gloria Riviera.
When I grow up, I'd like to be a doctor.
They are the sweet dreams of a 7th grade girl.
Something I would like to do in my life is go to Africa.
But what lay ahead was a nightmare her parents never saw coming.
Yeah, they took everything from my little girl.
I live in an American town. How can my kid be sold on the internet?
A few short years after this video was taken, the 15-year-old, who we'll call Natalie, would be sold for sex through the website Backpage.com.
How many encounters do you think you had during that time?
Over 150.
Over 150?
Yeah.
Would that have been possible without Backpage?
No way.
This saga led Natalie to join a major lawsuit against Backpage with other girls like her.
Okay, ready? Hang on, is there splinters in there?
Today, Natalie is 21 years old and a mother herself.
Why your decision to speak publicly?
I don't just do it for myself. I do it for other families.
Similar to Craigslist, Backpage is a basic classified ad site, but with racy adult sections like escorts and body rubs. Technically legal services that law enforcement has called thinly veiled code for prostitution.
The majority of children who are sold for sex in the United States today was trafficked using Backpage.
And now Backpage is also under investigation by the U.S. Senate. This is one of the last photos taken of Natalie before she made the choice that would change her life forever. She ran away from home.
I just wanted to get my parents' attention. I was really scatterbrained at 15.
When her parents found the farewell letter she left behind, they called the police.
I was in shock. Gone, why? Where? How?
Natalie took a bus 30 miles to downtown Seattle, where she says she met an older girl at a youth shelter who introduced her to life on the streets.
A pimp picked us up and then took us to his house. And then that's when I got raped for the first time. After it happened, he threw a towel at me and some carpet cleaner and told me to clean up the carpet because there was blood.
You were a virgin.
Yeah.
This first traumatic encounter sent Natalie down a dark path, a path that eventually led her to this man, 32-year-old Baruti Hobson. She says he was kind to her, offered her a place to stay.
I had started talking to him, confided in him a little bit about how stressed out I was.
But soon the dynamic dangerously changed.
He had asked me if I had ever worked before, and then he told me that I wouldn't be on the streets. And then that's when Backpage came into play.
What did he say to you about Backpage?
Said it's safer, said it's easier not to get caught.
And through ads titled Well Worth It, $150 an hour, and It Won't Take Long at All, Natalie says she started earning $4,000 a weekend for sex, handing over all the cash to Hobson.
He started getting physically abusive, and he would sleep in the living room next to the front door, so I couldn't leave.
How often did you work?
Every single day. It's too simple. Asked you if you're 18 or older. A simple yes click was about as far as that went.
It tore our family apart.
Natalie's father, Tom, says he would spend his days driving around Seattle.
The dreams of her going to college.
Searching desperately for his missing girl.
Day after day, yeah.
He'd learned she might be working the streets. The idea alone pushed him to a breaking point.
What ran through my mind was what I was going to do and how I was going to handle it when I found her. It wouldn't have been good for the pimp. I know that.
Later, Natalie's parents found out she wasn't even on the streets, but being sold online.
What was it like for you to realize what was going on with Backpage?
When you hear that your 15-year-old child is posting an ad for sex, or for rape in her case, and that she's getting 25 to 30 calls an hour, and you're thinking, okay, well, how many of these is she having to answer? How many times a day is my child being raped?
Right now, U.S. law protects Backpage from being held legally responsible for what users post on its site.
If someone advertises a faulty motorcycle, the buyer of that motorcycle shouldn't be able to sue Backpage merely for posting the ad. Under the law, there is no difference between Backpage posting the advertisement for the faulty motorcycle and posting the advertisement for the underage girl.
Backpage, based in Dallas, says they've voluntarily put in place a multi-tiered system for screening ads, which includes employing moderators, a filter for keywords, and a user-reported flagging system. In 2012, their attorney told Nightline,
"Online child exploitation exists, and the best tools to fight it are also online. And Backpage.com is currently one of the very best tools to fight it."
Age 18.
But Seattle's police department Vice Squad tells us they find underage girls listed on Backpage all the time, including Natalie, who they rescued in a hotel sting set up through her Backpage ad, 108 days after she went missing.
You're in his hotel room.
Mm-hmm. He says, "I know who you are, Natalie." Instantly, I saw storms of cops outside.
One of those cops, this man, Detective Bill Geyer.
Yeah, seeing if you're available.
I remember meeting Detective Geyer. Almost reminded me of my dad.
Detective Geyer formed a special bond with Natalie. He helped her through Baruti Hobson's trial. Hobson sentenced to 26 years for promoting the commercial sex abuse of a minor.
I tell her and every other girl that even though they don't want to go to court, I'd like to get them to the point where they can't wait to get on the stand and point them out and say, that's the piece of crap that did this to me.
Today, Detective Geyer is still on a mission with the Seattle Vice Squad. They've agreed to take us inside a Backpage sting.
What we want to do on here is we want to post an ad, and we want to do it under escorts.
Like most other members of this squad, this detective frequently goes undercover, so has asked that we not show his full face.
I am at least 18 years of age or older, but all you have to do is say I agree and then continue. One click and you're through that.
Correct.
We're here to see what happens when you post a Backpage ad that suggests an underage girl is involved. The detective creates an ad for an 18-year-old girl named Angel, adding a critical detail, the mention of a younger friend.
And then here's the kicker, right? Ask about my younger friend.
Within minutes of pressing post, the ad is up and running.
In just minutes, we have an ad that essentially is advertising an underage girl.
That's way, if you could kind of figure out
Oh
what
my
they
God.
want as far as that.
We've gotten several phone calls, several texts.
Another call.
Now they're really coming in. Hey, beautiful, are you Angel? Oh, right then, there's another one. It's 7:18. It hasn't even been up for a half an hour. This is crazy.
A full 24 hours later, we're in a Seattle hotel with the Vice Squad. Angel's ad is still up and running. It has yet to be taken down by Backpage.
We are using the fruits from what we planted yesterday.
They've brought in Katie, an undercover cop who will pretend to be Angel.
So this is our ad that we posted 24 hours ago, but it's still getting responses. And Katie is writing back to see if these guys will come meet an underage girl here for sex.
She calls back a man who left a voicemail about the ad.
Hello?
She tells him she's 16 and the friend who will be joining them only 15.
Okay, look forward to it. Okay, I'm gonna come to the window. Okay, I'm in the window, like on the very far end, kind of near like the flagpoles. Me and my friend are standing there in the window. We're gonna wave to you.
The scenario's been set up. This guy's walking up right now. He thinks he's coming up to meet a 15 and 16-year-old girl for sex.
Nope, he's walking on foot. He's in like a royal blue shirt and he has a fedora on. Stay here!
He tried to bolt.
Please. Hey. Just relax.
Put your hand behind your back, please. You're under arrest. So these girls that you were coming here to see today, how old were they?
They said something that they
What did they say?
They said they're 16. And also
And how old is that girl?
14, 15, 13.
That doesn't bother you at all.
Sir, I didn't. I just thought that they're just meeting, and I just wanted to.
And what? Meeting and what?
Just-
Gonna
just-
play Scrabble?
No. I just wanted to make more friends out here, sir.
The man pled not guilty to attempted commercial sex abuse of a minor. Backpage stings like this are becoming commonplace across the country. Backpage tells us they make sure to always cooperate with law enforcement investigations. But for Natalie and other girls suing the site, it's not about catching clients, but holding the man behind it accountable.
He's just as accountable as the pimp that sold her, in my mind.
Carl Ferrer? When we come back, see what he does when we track him down overseas.
She was trafficked on Backpage.